Questions for reflection. The entire book of Nehemiah reminds the Lord's people Israel that the Lord brought them back after the Babylonian exile, and they are to restore Jerusalem. In this beautiful passage, Ezra is reading from the book of the law of Moses. The word of the Lord who delivered them is being read with deep reverence. The God of Israel is speaking. You can see the reverence the faithful give to the reading of the sacred scriptures. The people were openly weeping as they heard the scriptures read. But instead of sorrow, Ezra calls them to celebrate, because at least they had knowledge of the law. Every Sunday, our bishops, priests, and deacons read the Word of God. Do we listen to it? Do we really believe that the Lord is speaking to us? In the dogmatic Constitution on Divine Revelation, in Latin Dei Verbum, a beautiful teaching from the Fathers of the Second Vatican Council on the Word of God, we read this explanation of the Bible, and I quote, "In the sacred books, the Father who is in heaven meets his children with great love and speaks with them. And the force and power in the Word of God is so great that it stands as the support and energy of the Church, the strength of faith for her sons, the food of the soul, the pure and everlasting source of spiritual life." That's paragraph 21. This insight provides a key to fruitfully reading the Bible. The living incarnate Word, Jesus Christ, speaks to us through the written Word found in the Bible. Understanding the Bible depends upon having a living relationship with the risen Lord, and through Him, in the Spirit, a relationship with the Father. Every one of us can have this relationship through prayer. Our ability to pray grows the more we actually read the Word of God, the Bible. The two feed one another and fuel one another. Our responsorial psalm continues the theme of celebration, for Yahweh has given His people His precepts and commandments. The psalmist describes this knowledge as worth more than gold, and indeed it is, for gold does not buy our salvation, but the knowledge of Christ and His commandments does. In our gospel, Jesus has sent 70 disciples before Him to announce His coming. Notably, He sent them out in pairs. But why not send them as individuals? Couldn't they cover more ground by themselves? Jesus sent them in pairs for safety, and so they could be of help and encouragement to one another. But it's also a recognition of our need for relationship. We are, both by grace and nature, social. Jesus has called us to be in relationship with Him and in Him with one another. This is church. He told them, "Where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am with them." That's Matthew 18:20. Jesus is still sending His disciples forth. We are His contemporary disciples. He walks with us and works through us. Do we believe this? We must cultivate a missionary spirit among us. But I propose to all of you that the mission field is not some distant land. It's our own backyard. And we're being sent today, 2 by 2.